Here we go. What's up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Minecraft, specifically FTB, and it's been a while since I've shown you guys any Minecraft content other than Legendary, and I apologize for that. We've just been waiting on... what is pushing me? That's weird. We've been waiting on FTB to get a little bit more stable. I think we've mostly got it running. Things aren't broken, and... we should be good. So we're going to see how things go. There are a few errors every once in a while, and we actually had a mod break the server, like fucking broke the server, and we had to completely wipe everything and start over. So hopefully we really won't bump into any more of those. That would be rather unfortunate. So with the FTB pack, a few new mods are kind of implemented. One of the mods that is new that you guys may or may not be familiar with is factorization, which is what you're seeing right here. Factorization, it's kind of, well, it's based on factories, auto production, things like that, and it's really cool. So this right here is a power setup for factorization. You can actually have a lot more mirrors in this. This is just the basic setup, and these right here get started and get just give us enough basic power to get a few things going. And at the moment, the only thing I have set up with it is right here is this heater. And what this heater does is it allows you to fuel this slag furnace. And a slag furnace is kind of like macerators, except it's not guaranteed. A macerator is going to double everything you put into it. So when it grinds up iron ore, it's going to give you 2 iron ore. Well, with this right here, you have a 20% chance to increase. So it's not a guaranteed thing, but occasionally it'll double up. So when it doubles up, you get an extra bonus. However, there is an entire process that you can do. You can feed it through about 5 or 6 different machines, and once that process is complete, you end up with 300% more ore than you started with guaranteed, which means it's actually better than Buildcraft. But we're not there yet. So what I'm doing right now, since this is a World War III server, we are going to be dealing with a large amount of input, and since we don't have EE yet, equivalent exchange is not put in yet, we're going to have to utilize some other methods. And one of those methods is we need raw materials, because without EE you basically have to fall back on other systems. And I'm not going to talk about these other systems yet until I show you guys, and the reason why is the enemy is watching this video and this live stream as well. That's right, Wayne. I'm looking at you, bitch. I'm looking at you. So what we're going to be doing is right now we're going to be working with forestry. Now, some of you who have watched my series before, you'll recognize these 2 mods. This is the Carpenter. This is the Thermionic Fabricator. Now, the Carpenter makes a lot of the machines that you need for forestry. And forestry I'm not a huge fan of for a variety of reasons. One, I kind of think the developer for forestry is a dick, but that's another topic and another point. Anyways, since we don't have Thaumcraft, I unfortunately have to use forestry, and so we are going to use the setup here so that we can get our automatic farm rocking and rolling. So we've got these 2 machines set up. Let me show you the farm right now, and this is what we're going to be working on for a bit while we get set up. Now, this right here is a standard farm. It's usually the setup that I normally go with. Now, the top up here, this is what Steve did. Steve is the subscriber that I have picked to help run my nation for the moment. I may end up picking another person, but he talks to me on Twitter a lot, and I'm secretly banging his mother. He doesn't know that yet, but don't tell him. Don't tell him. Did I say Steve? I meant Sean. Sorry. I said Steve. I meant Sean. I'm banging Steve's mother too. So, anyways. So, Sean set this up for me while I was sleeping, which was awful nice of him. And unfortunately, he is unaware that you can just put a block right here and then put 4 torches around it and get the same coverage. But it's all good. If he wanted to knock a bunch of holes in the ceiling, more power to him. This right here is the heart of our farm, though. It does need this open spot here in the center, a 9x9 spot. Why it needs a 9x9 spot, I don't know, but it does. So with this, we've got to get these filled up. We do have all the dirt we need. I don't know why it needs that specific amount of dirt, but it does. We've got to get some more seeds going. And then basically what this will do is it will, it's a farm and a combine. The farm actually farms everything, and there's Sean, who's known as Sam. I really don't know. Steve, Bob. We're just going to call him Javier. Javier. Are you okay, Javier? Are you okay? Are you alright? That's the best Hispanic accent I can do. Sorry, guys. I'm pretty bad. Oh, a diamond! I don't know where a diamond came from, but I'm not going to complain. We also need diamonds for the stuff that we're going to be doing as well, for our whole processing machine and such. Okay, so this should give us enough raw seeds to be good to go. Yep. Okay, so now we have all of this filled up. So now that this is set up, this will work. And this is basically what this will do is it will end up planting this whole area. And once it's done planting, the combine over here, whoops, don't really need that there. This is the combine. It will basically pluck all of the harvested stuff. But we're going to need to open this area up massively first. And I've got to count everything out. So let's make a couple iron pickaxes because we're going to need a few. That's silver. Oh, that's the other thing I didn't show you guys. These are barrels. Barrels, as you can see, you'll see little pictures on them. That shows what's inside. So this is an empty barrel. This is an empty barrel. These are full barrels. And full barrels allow you to store, I believe, 64 stacks of 64. You need to be careful, though, because I believe if you try to put more than 64 into it, it explodes. The reason it explodes is because if it didn't, it would really lag the server when that busted out. I don't know what all this stuff is. This is all Steve. Or not Steve. Why do I keep calling him Steve? Damn it. This is all Sean. And Sean has, I believe these are watermills, actually. Yeah. So Sean's got this set up. I don't know if that actually works, but he's got watermills back here, and the watermills are currently feeding our machines that he made. And this is basically Steve's little dungeon that I keep him in. I let him out occasionally if he's good, but not often. Okay, so I already have. Oh, okay. I don't really even need that much iron, but that's fine. Electric furnace. Let's go ahead and cook these. And as always, my inventory is a mess. Sorry about that. I'm going to have the enemy, aka Wayne, come over and organize everything for me. Alright, so now that we've got that set up, we're going to make 2 pickaxes, which I just realized I actually don't have the room to store. So we're just going to dump everything I don't need into this thing here. That'll work for now. I think we actually have room for everything else. Oh, you have a pickaxe? Use your what? You get. Oh, there it is. Whoa! Efficiency 2, unbreaking 1. Hells yeah, bitches. Okay. So, let's get the dimensions for this little setup. This is, like I said, this is going to take a bit. Let me pull this up real quick. Forestry. There we go. The farm clears 15 by 10 by 15. So what that is basically 15 lengthwise, 15 by 15 by 10, and I believe 10 is actually the up and down. So we are going to do 15 by 15. So this right here is 9. So this is 9, so that's going to be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So this right here is actually going to be our border of the area. So we're going to go ahead and break all of this, I think, right? 1, 2, shit. 9. So that leaves 6. That means it's 3 in each direction. So that's 1, 2, 3. And then over here it's going to be 1, 2, 3. Because, what is it? 9 plus 6. Yeah. That kind of sucks, actually. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that kind of blows now that I think about it, actually. But, oh well. We're not going to complain. Now, I believe this will also do 10 up and down, which means we will probably be expanding this up as well. Okay, so this is over. So I need 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, and now I just need to make these two meet. Now, we had originally planned on doing a 1-week build cycle. Unfortunately, this is our first run through, so it's not going to be as nice as we had liked. Honestly, you know, we've got a little bit of learning to do. We've got to play around with some stuff, and it's just going to take a bit the first time to really get used to things. Plus, with the fact that FTB is still incredibly beta, odds are there's going to be some broken shit that we're going to need to learn to deal with. And I'm really hoping we don't bump into any more catastrophical server crash type deals, but it's possible we might. And it's possible we might even have to start over. So hopefully not. I will be probably letting 1, maybe 2 more people on the server. Wayne is running his own country. Phantom is running his own country. Let's see, who else? Got a couple other, I think there's at least one other nation. So people are probably going to want 2 to 3 people each. The issue that we're bumping into, though, is the server that we're running on is very small. Pyro is broke, as most of you will know. And since Pyro is broke, the amount of money that Pyro can dump on this is rather small. So because of that, we only have 768 megs of RAM, which is a 24-slot server on our host. That's a 24-slot vanilla server, usually. Since we are not vanilla, I don't know how much more we can eke out of it, but we'll see. So basically what that means is the amount of folks that we can have on here and be stable is small. And since we're running, you know, like 50 some odd mods, and out of those 50 some odd mods, most of them are in beta, you know, it kind of leads to bad things happening. So this rotation, we're going to keep things kind of small. I'm going to try and add a couple more YouTubers next week. But we're probably going to keep the overall population to under, I'd say under 15 people. And then, okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do 3 out here. So that's 1, 2, 3. There we go. So once I can afford, or we get donations to cover, et cetera, we will expand the server. And eventually I'd like to get us up to where we have about 50 people on the server. But we'll see. That's a ways off. The other reason why we're probably going to do a delay and not do a 1-week cycle this week is because it's Thanksgiving. So since it's Thanksgiving, most people aren't going to be able to play as much. They're going to be either out of town with families or, you know, whatever. So we are going to probably do the actual destruction, i.e. the actual outbreak of war, next week. Well, not next week, but the week. Basically, the week after Black Friday. Or the Friday after Thanksgiving, for those of you who are unaware what Black Friday is. If you've ever worked retail, you probably have nightmares of Black Friday. This shit is evil. I worked retail for about 7 years, and I'd never actually done Black Friday myself personally until last year. Last year, there was a TV that was on sale at Target. We were like, you know what, we'll get up, we'll go. So we went up there at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we were like 2,000th in line. Well, then we find out that they had 3 of the TVs that we wanted. 3 of the TVs. It was like, oh, okay. Well, so we wasted our whole night. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So yeah, I will never be doing Black Friday again. Black Friday is a waste of time, IMO, and you're better off just shopping online. Granted, I don't have kids, so I don't have to go get the latest Tickle Me Elmo or whatever its variant is this year, thank God. Perfect. And since this will do up and down as well, we will eventually drop this down. I think it will do 5 blocks above it. So this will be the center point. So 1, 2. We're going to make another row here because you need to be able to walk, at least on that run, and then we'll just kind of expand it from there. Okay, so we've almost got this expanded. We need to do one more little wall here. So for those of you guys who are looking forward to Thanksgiving this week, let me know what you guys are going to be doing for Thanksgiving, and are you going to participate in Black Friday? And if you are, where are you going and what are you hoping to get? For me personally, I don't plan on participating. I will be doing, I think it's Cyber Monday is what they call it. That's when all of the stuff, goes on sale for the electronic outlets, if I'm not mistaken, and I very well may be. Okay, so now that we've got this room completely set up, this is the area that this place will farm minus the spot in the middle. So we are going to go ahead and put lights up so that we can see. We have to have like a minimum light level 2. There we go. That should be fairly bright. I think we're good. Okay. And then now we need to get an engine to run this thing. So we're going to head up here. Where's our cobblestone box? There it is. Okay. So as you guys can see, I've got a shit ton of cobblestone. Well, not a shit ton, but a lot. And you can just store it right in here, which is awesome. Come on. Not quite sure why the little autofill function is taking forever. There we go. And I believe there's a button that I just don't know that you can use to actually fill all of your stuff up. Like if you have 150 of it in your body, you can press like, I think it's control right click, which is what I should have done there, but I'm retarded. So, okay, so this is our little steam engine that I built earlier. We're going to go ahead and build another one for downstairs. We are eventually going to make a whole, well, actually I probably should do, how much power does it need? Does it even say? Yeah, it doesn't say how much power it needs, but I know it needs. Yeah, it needs to be powered by, yeah, but it doesn't tell me how much. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use a steam engine. So steam engines aren't too terribly hard to make. Where is it? Steam engine, of course. There we go. Boom. So we need 2 copper, 1 redstone, and a bunch of copper, and then a piston. No problem. So I know I've got a piston in here somewhere. There's my piston. Where's our copper? That's bronze. I need more copper. Fuck. Yep, don't have one, but I do have one of these. All right, let's go make some copper. Now I do need to be careful with steam engines because steam engines can explode. One sec. Let me op him. Done, Wayne, you're opt. Okay, where was I? So to make our steam engine, we need 1, 2, 3 plus, that's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I need 11 copper. So shift. If you hold shift, you can pull out 1 at a time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Come over here and put this in there and let that run. While that does that, we are going to go and make our 2 gears that we need. And of course, I just stored all my cobblestone that I needed. Let's pull. Now we're just going to left click once. Since I'm not shift left clicking, you get a stack, which you'll notice I have now. Put this here, and I believe that's what we got to do to get these gears right. Stone gear. Yep. Put you here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Pull him out. Okay, that's almost there. Whoops. Spun around too hard. There we go. Looks like Phantom's having a problem with power generation. Poor guy. Okay, and then where's our gears? Boom. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Leaves us with 1, so now we've got 2 gears. And we just need these last 2 pieces. Awesome. And now we will have... Where's our piston? Boom. Our 2 gears. Does this thing need glass too? No. Okay. And copper on the top. Right? What did I do wrong? Oh, my gears didn't make it somehow. There we go. Steam engine. Okay. Now, the steam engine, kind of like the combustion engine, has some requirements for it. Now, the combustion engine will run... Whoa! How the fuck did a zombie get down here? Stupid zombie. I guess there's light levels low enough to let him in. That's not good. I'm gonna beat you to death with a shovel. There we go. Alright, so now we're gonna place our combustion engine right here. And I'm pretty sure the other thing's gonna need power as well. So since it does, we're gonna need some conductive pipes and some wrenches. Also, as you'll notice right here, it has a water bucket area. This is what you need to fill with water because it's a steam engine. It heats water up to steam, and then that's what it uses to produce energy. So let's go get some water. Oh, my water source is gone. Oh, okay, I guess he used my water source back here, maybe? I'm gonna kill you, Sean. You got rid of my water source, bro. That's not cool, man. Water source thief. Take the middle in a line of 3. 1. Oh, it does work. Okay. I thought you had to have 4, but that'll work. Okay. We're going to make our little water source block here. 1, 2, 3. We're just going to basically repeat it. 1, 2. I can't tell if that's filled or not. We'll dump one in there just to be sure. Yep, we're good. Perfect. Okay, so right here we got 1, 2, 3. And we need one more bucket. Well, we'll do 2 just to make sure. Okay. Now we're full. Okay. So now that we've got this area set up, the problem that we're going to run into, I believe, is that we need, and I don't think it will plant dirt for us, but we're going to test it real quick. We do need a redstone torch. So we'll put you here. And then now we have to burn something in him. So we'll put that there. That should be sufficient. There we go. Now we're producing, which means this will now have power, but I don't think it is capable of dropping the dirt out here. I could be wrong. I'm just going to see what happens. How much power do we have? Okay, so it is powering the setup. Give that a minute more to go and see what happens. Now, crops can be grown as long as there's water in a 4x4 placement, which is what we've got here with this farm. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Water will hydrate out to this spot here, but it won't hydrate further. Now with this, we've got a 3 gap. So 1, 2, 3. And then from here, this will be, I think this is the dead center. Yeah. So from here, we've got 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we got a 15 width spot. Well, 15, we've got to put water in there to where it will nail as much stuff as we can. So we want to have it set up kind of somewhere in the middle, I'm thinking. Whoa, what the hell? Holy shit. Yeah, this is the forestry machine doing. That's not me. Holy crap, I didn't realize it would dig itself a hole. Oh, lordy, this is not good. This is not good at all. How's our little engine doing? So our engine is now at full heat. Oh, wow. Put you in here. Take the water, please. Yeah, I'm a little curious what's going to happen with this. Damn, 600 degrees. Holy shit, that is hot. Why isn't it taking my water? Damn it. Well, good news is we are popping out juice like crazy. The only thing I'm really worried about is this is going to dig all the way up into my base. And that would be bad. That would be very, very bad. Anyways, to let more people on the server, I'm probably going to run a contest. I know I've said this several times before, and I've kind of been vague about what we're going to do. And the main reason I've been vague is I just really honestly didn't know what we were going to do yet. I need to talk to a couple YouTubers that I've been talking with to see if I can get them on the server so we can get more promotion for us. And we'll see how things go. So probably won't be adding anybody else to the server until after Thanksgiving. So sorry about that, folks. I know a lot of you guys would like to play here, but we have a very, very, very small server at the moment, and once we can afford to upgrade it, I can let more of you guys on. So we will see how that goes. Okay, take my water. There it goes. Now it took it. Will it take it again? I guess it has to drop below 1 bucket's amount. I guess that makes sense because it can't empty the bucket otherwise. Now you're going to notice that it is only, it is only clearing the stuff on the outside here. The reason for that is for some reason it requires a 9 by 9 spot. So not quite sure why, but it does look like my math was more or less good because it hasn't dug out further than I went. So, which is kind of interesting that it lined up perfectly because I didn't measure this before I dug it in because I'd actually expected to use it on this farm here. But it seems like everything went perfect, more or less, with how I wanted it. And it looks like we've got plenty of room up top. So I'm not too terribly worried about that. The only concern I really have is whether or not we have this power is going to be enough to keep this from exploding. And I can't find anything on the web that tells me how much how much power this thing actually needs. And since I don't know how much power it needs, it's going to kind of be a guesstimation. But anyways, we are going to use this to fuel one of our main things, which I'll show you guys in the next video once we get a little bit further along. But I kind of want to get you guys an update, show you guys what we were working on, where we were at, etc., etc. So hope you guys are looking forward to the series. If you are, please click the like button. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my other videos, tips, tricks, and guides. And I'll catch you guys in the next clip.